Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? Everything's good on this side. Hope the same's going for y'all. Social anxiety, man. I'm gonna wrap up social anxiety for you in a little bit of a nutshell, if you may. Social anxiety. Here's the ways you can cure that shit, and this is the shit that you're probably dealing with, as I dealt with before, which is social anxiety. Now we're getting somewhere, right? So with social anxiety, it's something that when you go up to a crowd of people or you go up to one person, don't gotta be a crowd, it can be one person, and you happen to not know this person. Or you can happen to know this person. But let's say you didn't know him, right? You go up to that person, you have to ask them, like, the librarian lady's like, well, I'm not sure where, that class is at, but you could ask Mr. Henderson right there, he'll tell you. And you gotta go to Mr. Henderson, you're like, fuck. And as soon as you get up to Mr. Henderson, you're like, Mr. Henderson. And you sitting there pacing back and forth, like trying to run away from the conversation. Like you don't like, and he starts to try to small talk you. Like the moment they try to small talk you, you want to get the fuck out. You want to ask you a question and get going, because you're scared of something, rejection. You're scared of being told some shit that they might say that's gonna make you upset. You're scared of what you're capable of doing. You're scared that when you say things, people don't, people might laugh at you or they're talking shit about you. You're paranoid about something, or you don't feel comfortable talking to people, strangers, for lots of reasons. They can go back to childhood. They can go back to something that just happened. Bad experiences and traumas and shit like that could cause you to have social anxiety. Like for instance, like when I was younger, like this, I stopped having social anxiety a while ago, long time ago. But I dealt with it really bad when I was in high school, like towards the end, when I moved away from my element. I had to move because I switched three schools in high school in the same fucking grade. It was mad hectic. I was in 11th grade. I kept switching schools, like, you know what I'm saying, bouncing all over the fucking street from this place that was just completely different to the fucking projects and shit in the hood in the school. You know what I'm saying? That school was all fucked up, and into a neighborhood like where motherfuckers were bad bougie. And I wasn't used to people being so fucking bougie. Like, hi, my name is Tiffany. I want to show you to your classes. Hi, my name is Amber. I'm gonna show you to the classes. Okay, Amber. My name is, and I'm all like, fucking, she's trying to small talk. So where you from? I'm like, fucking, She's like, are you shy? Then I get nervous because when you asking me if I'm shy, now I'm nervous and I start sweating bullets. Like, oh man, she can see that I'm shy. This bitch can read me. You're being read. You're like a walking book right now because your social anxiety is coming out of your fucking pores when you talk. You know what I'm saying? So like, you gotta find a way to, hide behind that shit. But that's the problem. That's the problem. You're like, man, how can I hide behind this problem that I'm having? That's the problem right there. You keep trying to hide behind that problem. You need to go face that problem and fix it. There's a solution for everything. You just got to look into it. So everything that you do, you got to find a solution for that. If you don't find a solution for that problem, it's still going to be a problem. But if you find a solution, you can get rid of that problem. Now we're getting somewhere, right? So I'm over here like trying to like run away from situations like that, little Amber and Tiffany. See, Amber was the one with the sweet tits. Tiffany had the ass. It was like, god damn, these fucking blondes got some. What the fuck? They replaced the titties with ebony chicks. You know what I'm saying? But not saying that the ebony chicks weren't fine. I definitely slide up and miss. You know what I'm saying? Jackie Brown. I get up in that pussy and be like, "What's up, baby?" Like, you know what I'm saying? I know you feel this shit. She's like, "It's alright, bitch. Don't you disrespect me." I said, "Don't you disrespect me." So basically, the best way to cure social anxiety is just to not give a fuck about what people think about you. You ever see someone that's like just happy-go-lucky, smiling all the time, just joking, acting a fool, and you're like, damn, this guy is fucking full of life. This woman is full of life. She's full of joy, happiness, and she's full of everything that you wish you can be. And you're like, man, how did she get like that? And you're over here trying to find out, how did she get that way? You know what? You're already on the path to success. And I'll tell you why you're on the path to success. Because you're trying to figure out why does everyone like her? So you got two reasons for why you want to almost be something like that. You want a similarity to that. You're a very smart person, intelligent. People find you to be bright. People find you to be very funny behind closed doors when it's just you and someone you're comfortable with. But when you're with some other people, it's like, man, he's always so shy and timid. Because they don't know the real you. So you gotta let these people see the real you. Don't hide behind that problem. Fix that problem. Ways you can fix it is like, you can start off like I used to do research on this shit to try to figure out. I was like, what's going on? Why am I went from being like the guy that everyone pays attention to and talks to and knows to not knowing nobody. So miles away, I went from this school to another school, and I wasn't a man there like I wasn't a man in my old high school. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like figure out why. And I started to have social like, I was like not social, but my bad. I started to be like antisocial. You know, I didn't want to talk to people. I would this social work wasn't for me. I didn't want to conversate with you if I didn't know you that well. You know. But deep inside, I was like wanting friends. I wanted people to talk to because it's like when you're alone and you're bored and no one, no one's out there to keep you any kind of company or give you attention, then you get lonely. I don't care who you are. You can lie all you want to. You know what I'm saying? Because this is coming from a person that is always alone. I like to be alone, but there's times I sit around here like I don't want to be alone no more. You know what I'm saying? I want someone to come home to or whatever. However that may sound to the people who don't believe in that, But I want kids in this world one day, and I want to have a girl who's not trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? I want a girl who's not trying to go through my cell phone and be like, "Who the fuck is that?" I'm like, "That's the fucking pizza company, sweetheart." Well, you're probably fucking that bitch there at the counter. I don't want to hear that. I don't want you to have a threesome with me and then get mad at me after the threesome. Like, I didn't like the way you were fucking her like that. I didn't like the way she had her legs wrapped around your neck. I didn't like the way you put your hand on her throat. That's mine. You're mine. Oh, fuck the fuck up with this bullshit. You lied to me. You lied to me. And why? What for? To get a reaction out of me? To make me do something stupid to end my ass up in jail. So I can have more social anxiety. And you can't get out of no social anxiety when you're locked up in jail. You gotta talk to people. You might have a conversation with someone you don't want to have a conversation with. Someone comes to you like, "Yo, man, what's up, man? Yo, man, my name is this. Whatever you need, I got smokes. You know what I'm saying? If you need some extra gym clothes, you need some snacks, I got you, dog. I got you. You need a friend up in here, dog, a shoulder lean on. You can call to me." It's like, motherfucker, nigga, fuck you. I'm about to 2 seconds for punch you in your fucking face because don't leave no goddamn ramen noodles on my fucking bed sheets because I'm not paying the debt. I didn't ask for that shit. I'll properly put it back where it needs to be. Because I don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to conversate, not me and you. We have nothing in common. You're in here for murder. I'm in here for some shit that I wasn't supposed to be in here for. We're all innocent. You know what I'm saying? But guilty as charged, man. As far as social anxiety is concerned, like, I know what that's like. I still sometimes deal with that shit. You can never 100% really get rid of it, but you can definitely put it out there and face it and be like, this is the motherfucker that's been causing me to do this shit. Y'all see this? Fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then just give it a nice, shorty you did by and knock that motherfucker out the park, man. Mark McGuire. Who's the other steroid junkie? Barry Bonds. You know what I'm saying? Just piss me motherfucker. I swear to God, I'm gonna knock this shit out the fucking park. That's for dad hitting me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just everything that they're pissed off about, they take it out on that ball. You need to take it out on that bullshit and take it out and get rid of it. Because it don't need to be there. It's holding us back. It's holding you back. It's holding all of us back. And that's the reason why we can't, conversate the way we're supposed to conversate. Go up and ask somebody for the time. Be like, "Hey, how you doing today? Do you happen to know what time it is?" Even though you know what time it is, don't go fuck your cell phones. You have cell phones. How do you not know what time it is? Today, that might not work when someone asks you what time it is. What you just say to me, motherfucker? Because paranoia is real out there, and people are fucking with people. So, like, asking someone a simple question like that, maybe a different one. But, for instance, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock. Say thank you, sir. And thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. Oh, no problem. You have a great day, ma'am, sir. Practice that. Do that. That is a conversation. You're conversating. You're giving. You know what I'm saying? You're starting something. You're somewhere now. Do that until you start not feeling so uncomfortable when you do it. Stay still. Watch the things you're doing. Record them. Write them down. Okay, when I was asking this person for this, I was going like this, like shaking my leg, like shit, like wagging my tail. Because the ass was like, it was like that, Or, when this guy was talking to me, I felt like uncomfortable. Like I felt like he was a little too close. Okay, well, the person's too close. Tell that person it's too close. Hey, can you back up a little bit? Or back up and they're like, what are you backing up for? Because you're too close. I don't like you in my bubble and you're all in my space, dog. And this cubby is for one. It ain't for two. This sleeping bag don't fit two of us. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't need you all in my shit, basically. And this is mine. So get off my bunk. You know what I'm saying? Because, since I got the bottom bunk, I need you to get off my fucking bunk. Don't ever sit on that shit. And I am only gonna tell you this shit one time, and that's it. One time. Because I don't want to keep. Not into that. It's not happening. Catch you on my bunk again. So, just you gotta practice it. Like those are exercises that can help you succeed and help you go further. When you go up to someone and ask them, "Hey, you guys hiring?" Okay, you have no problem to walk into a corporate office and ask them if they're hiring. Okay, you think they're not gonna see the same shit that them wolves out there ain't seeing? All that fear and that shit that you're hiding inside that has no business being there because you're not fearful of them. You're fearful of other shit, and they're gonna take it that you're fearful of them, and you're not. So it's like, I hire that person, but it looks very nervous. I might have to put them in the back storage room because up front, I don't need that person up front looking stupid and not knowing what the fuck they're talking about. I don't need that person in front. We got to do a desk right in the back here, the shitty one. So no one can see you since you're too dumb to talk. That's what they're gonna be thinking, but they're completely wrong. But in a way, they're almost right because like you're not showing your true self. You're not being who you really want to be, not who you desire to be, who you really are deep inside. So you gotta release that, and like I said, for instance, as I asked for the time, you can be like, when you get into a cab, not saying that's not a safe place, but just an example. You're in a cab and you're riding with someone. Have you ever been getting a ride from somebody and felt very uncomfortable? Like Uber starts talking to you. Like, hi, man. How you doing, man? I was like, oh, fuck this asshole. I'm doing all right, man. How are you? Just nothing, man. Let me guess. Just driving. Just, we say it together. And, yeah. So he's like, yeah, man, like this job has been slow today, man. I've been so slow. I was able to go home, sit there, man. I played Madden. Played that Madden, you know what I'm saying? I went and played online, played a couple matches, and then I got the call to pick you up. I was like, oh, that's fucking fantastic. Let me guess what you're going to do next. Started driving. Okay. Moral of the story is you're going to keep driving. You don't want to conversate with someone like that, but you know what? This person was pretty cool. We talked about weed. He's like, yeah, man, growing that shit. He's like, yeah, but back in California, it's expensive. I said, yeah, I know it's expensive. We're getting somewhere. We're conversating. Even though, like, I'm watching with myself, and I'm like, I just let myself loose. I'm like, yeah, that's what's good. Yeah, I love that kind. You grow? Oh, that's what's up, man. Like, how long you been growing for? I've been doing it for 4 years. Damn, 4 years is a long time. Do you ever, find yourself contemplating about doing something else? Or is this something you just love and you're never going to stop? Even though it could be something that's might be a dumb question, you know what? It's a question. A question, there's no different than a dumb question than a smart question. A question is a fucking question. So I'm asking you a bunch of stuff. We're getting somewhere, okay? And if you ask, you don't have to ask stuff like, are you married? You don't have to go. He's like, hey, you married? Like, no, I'm not married. Any kids? Like, nah, no kids, man. I'm hoping to have one day. Now I start to talk about myself, at this point, because now the light's on me, so I might as well just shine. So I'm like, I plan to have some one day. If I find the right woman, But right now, I've been coming across crazy, computerized bitches that ain't really real, so it's hard for me to do that. Oh, I understand, man. I got 4 boys. Oh, you got 4 boys, man? Yeah, Matt, nephew. Here's the. Okay, let me guess what y'all was doing when you conceived these motherfuckers. Driving. So, driving me insane. I don't want to talk to the cat. It's awkward. Hurry up and get me to my spot. This traffic sucks. Because I don't want to have this conversation. But you know what? I watched that and I calculated, okay, damn, punched in. No, this is what I've been doing. That, and the third. This is how I felt. Okay, I gotta stop that. Not give a fuck about that. Don't worry about it. Conversation in the cab sucks. Cut it short. You know what I'm saying? Like, go on your cell phone. Escape like you always do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get out. But at least understand your problems and don't make yourself nervous. You don't have to keep talking, but, like, get yourself out of being nervous and shit like that. To identify the problem and then go after it and see what you do and then try to do differently next time. Stand still when someone's talking to you. Look them in the eye. Don't look down. Look them in the eye. I don't like to look people directly in the eye for too long. It makes me uncomfortable. Nothing wrong with that. But when you do look someone in the eye, it does show they think it's a level of respect or whatever. People, it's a level of respect you get because it is a level of respect because someone's talking to you like this. About you gonna suck your own dick or you gonna fucking look me in my eye and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do both. So that's what I would put out on the table. But if someone just looking up at you and they're looking like a little bit away and they look up down. Lots of reasons behind that. Childhood is a big factor into that. You know what I'm saying? It can be something that he could be looking like that because of he's scared that you're gonna lash out or something like that. He, she. You know, so those are ways to cope with social anxiety. Environment switch like that and travel anxiety, all that shit, it all ends up being the same thing because you have to worry like no anxiety is different than another anxiety in my opinion. Like, you know, they're all anxieties and they're all stressful, but just different categories for the stress that you're having. So you're scared to talk and have proper, you know, conversation with people. So I understand that, and don't think that it's not a scare. If you try to sit there and just hiding behind the problem by saying this is not what it is, though it's not that, it's you keep saying it's not that, it's not that. It is when it is that, then you're hiding behind that problem. You're not trying to identify. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't know. I just have one beer. You know, you're an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen how you are, and it wasn't always one beer. And I know that once you start drinking, the phenomenon of craving is for real. Like me, I'm an alcoholic, man. Like I don't drink all the time, but I'm still a fucking alcoholic. Does that make any sense to you? Because I know that the moment I go back to that lifestyle, I'm back to that. And for the rest of your life, that is the most thing that I think about the most. The possible head is alcohol. It's like, man, I'd like to have a cold beer right now. For what though? I really don't want to drink a beer. I don't want to be drunk. I don't even feel like it. But then my body like craves it. You know what I'm saying? Your body don't stop craving that shit. And when this happens, you gotta talk to somebody. You need support because by yourself it ain't gonna happen. That's one thing I will believe in. There's a lot of things I believe. I read in books. I'm just like, that's bullshit. But that's one thing I stand by is that without a partner to help you through that shit, someone to talk to, you cannot make it through it alone. You can lock yourself in a closet or something like that, but then you're going crazy and insane because why the fuck are you stuck in a storage closet, locked in there, trying to keep yourself away from bottles? Where the food at? Where the hoes at? Where the TV at? Where the entertainment? You're going to go have an out-of-body experience, man. You're going to fuck a ghost. Keep fucking that ghost. I'm going to stick here in reality and I'm going to fuck what motherfuckers do most. You know, that's just how I do it. I don't know about you. I checked your resume. This shit's false. Life's falsified. Everything you're doing is falsified. You're hiding behind some shit. Falsified. False. Might as well just cross that out, man. Put an RIP sign next to it. Because, like, if you keep trying to, like, really defend that shit that you're hiding behind, you're going to be nothing, man. You're not going to... You can't fix it. So there's no reason to fix it. And if I come off like I'm saying this shit hardly to you, and you're sensitive or something, okay, I'm sensitive too. I have shit that makes me... That's why I have this problem, because we're all a little sensitive, man. It's sensitive it is for me to say that, because when you even say the word sensitive, it's like, oh, you're a pussy. But no, I'm not a pussy, and I do have my ways where I'm sensitive. Like, someone hurts my feelings, you know, someone says some shit to, like, you know, make me upset, and it's a fucking person I love or care about, or a friend, it's gonna make me be like, man, that shit, you know, I'm not gonna cry, but it's like, motherfucker, man, fuck you, dog. Alright, dog, I see you, fuck you. But deep inside, I'm like, oh, you know, that hurts, you know, it's hurt. Like, fuck you, dog. You gonna talk to me like that, your boy? Oh, I see how you is. That's pain, that's emotion, that's sensitivity, no matter how it comes off. Hardcore, whatever. Softcore, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Who let the dogs out? You know what I'm saying? Who? Motherfucker. Song's over. I think I'm gonna sign out, man. Like I said, man, trying like new skills, like practice skills is like you can go and talk to someone, ask them for directions and things of that nature. You know, they ask you anything on the side, watch what you're doing, pay attention to yourself. Don't look down like, oh God, what the fuck am I doing? Pay attention to yourself and, you know, identify what you're doing, and you can start to understand yourself a little bit better, and then you can get rid of this problem. Now I'm gonna sign out, man, but because these dogs are annoying the shit out of me. And I love them dearly, but what the fuck? If you like this videos, man, or any of my other videos, check me out, man, for real. Like, check me out. I'm telling you, sweetheart. I'm telling you, dog. I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like and subscribe, man, if you like my channel. You know, take it easy out there. Be safe, and y'all can get rid of that social anxiety. Trust and believe that. And that's real words.